the people how they said I wouldn't make it.
What's up, guys? Rare Spark here, and I'm coming at you with my Seattle Supersonics MyLeague mode. Now, I was going to post a gameplay video of the first season, but those games didn't turn out too well. So, as you see here, my lottery picks, I told you in the first video I traded for the Magic pick, and they ended up having the worst possible season they could, and we ended up getting the #1 overall pick from them. So that is awesome. Things worked out for me in that instance. So we're going to have the draft lottery in just a second here, but I figured why not do a live commentary of the off-season. I think it would be something interesting to do, and just to see my thought process through it all. I'm going to basically think out loud and give you my thoughts on everything that's going on based on what happens. So let's go ahead and do the draft lottery now, and I have a 25% chance of getting the #1 overall pick. Here we go. And we do. We get the #1 overall pick, and we get the 10th overall pick. So we'll take it. Now I can get the point guard that I want to get. Our head scout, everybody's expiring, so I'm going to have to go ahead and make some staff signings here. As you see there, our assistant GM has expired. I'm going to re-sign him because he is very good. Get him there for 2 more years. Wyatt Jones is a good coach, so I'm going to keep him there for now. I'm going to see if I can find a better chief financial officer in the off-season here. So let's see. He has a B- in business and C potential. So B-. Everyone's got B- and C. This guy's got A- potential. Okay, this guy's better by a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a 1-year contract and see how he does this year, and maybe I'll bring him back next year. Now, our assistant coach, let's see how he's doing. He's got a C+, a C, and a C, so I'm going to hire a replacement if I can find a better one. I definitely would like to. As you see, Steve Nash, with a potential of A+, is available to be an assistant coach because he retired in the offseason. This is something very cool. I believe they did it last year, but it's something very, very cool. They also have Chauncey Billups there available, along with Ray Allen, who I would love to sign because he was with my team last year, and he ended up doing pretty well, but then he ended up retiring. And like I said, we did not have the best season. That's why we got the 10th overall pick, which was planned, but I was hoping Ray Allen would stay a little bit longer, and he ended up just retiring this year. So I'm going to sign him to a 2-year deal, bring him along as my assistant coach. Definitely better than the assistant coach I had prior. And alright, so my head scout also expired, so let me go ahead and see if I can find a replacement for him. He's got A- potential, so I might re-sign him. We'll have to see. This guy's got B- and B+ potential. See if anyone's better than that. This guy's got a B and B+. This guy's got an A- and C+. The opposite of what I have right now. A couple of these guys. This guy looks pretty good. Don Carter, I might have to sign him. Yeah, it's looking like I'm going to sign Don Carter to a 1-year deal, and we'll see how he does for this season. And our old our old agent from 2K14 is apparently our trainer, so that's kind of funny. But there you go, making the staff moves, and let's go ahead and skip on to the next one. Player options. Now, Ben McLemore, I would love to bring him back. Andre Blatch, his salary is just too big. I'm not going to match it. I feel like I'd be giving up too much cap space. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, $5 million is a lot for him. Evan Fournier, love to bring him back. Good shooter, good offense off the bench. Luke Ridnour, I'm going to change that to accept because I feel like he can be a good backup point guard for us. And Arnett Moultrie, I'm going to decline. He did not have the best season. I'll show you his stats real quick. As you can see, he only played 1 game for us, was not a huge impact for us, and because of that, I'm going to have to decline his. So, let's see how Andre Blatch did for us. He had a pretty good season, 5 points per game, 4 rebounds in 12 minutes. That's pretty good production, but his field goal and 3-point percentage are just atrocious. I don't know why he's even shooting threes, and I don't know why he's shooting so low for a big man, so I'm going to have to decline his as well. And Ben McLemore looking good, 7 points off the bench, I believe, and his 3-point percentage is slowly rising. He's going to be good for me in the future, so let's go ahead and advance. LeBron James declined his player option. That's pretty much a, you know, what's it called, a given. He's supposed to do that this year anyway, so let's go ahead and go to qualifying offers here. And we have to extend our qualifying offers to both of these guys. I feel like I kind of don't want to extend it to Derek Williams because, like I said, he did not produce well. He had 2 points and 2 rebounds off the bench in 9 minutes. Didn't play a big role for us, so I can almost allow him to go. I mean, he's a young player and he could be good, so I'm kind of tempted to just see if I can make him an offer that, I mean, you know what? I'll offer it to him, see what he does. But Tobias Harris, he's going to test free agency, so I'm gonna have to give him a bigger contract here to try and sway him. But it looks like that he's not going to be accepting of that. So let's go ahead and see what I can sign Brandon Wright for. I'm gonna see if I can lower his a bit and then offer him a player option for the. I'll make it a short-term contract to see if I can get him to bite on it. See if I can offer that to him. See if he accepts it. Derek Williams, again, his expired. I'm going to see what I can offer him. He did not produce well, so like I said, I might be able to get him for cheap. I'll offer him 3 years with a team option for the 3rd. And we'll see how we can do with that. So let's see if we can pick up Darren Williams on the cheap. And let's go ahead and advance to the draft now. The biggest moment of the offseason for sure, especially for this team. Maybe free agency, we'll see who we can pull off and get, but let's go ahead and go to the NBA draft of 2015. And right away, the Mavericks are trying to pull off a trade to get the 1st overall pick, or the 10th overall pick, I believe. But I'm going to have to decline that. Chandler Parsons has a big contract now, and I don't. Whoa! Whoa! I'm getting offered Derrick Rose. This is so tempting right now. But I feel like the direction the team is going, this is an unrealistic trade to me. And because of that, I'm going to have to decline the trade. I feel like it would take the, the MyLeague mode just in a different track that I'm not going for. And I feel like it'd be an unrealistic trade despite them offering it to me. Besides, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and negotiate and see if it is the 1st overall pick or if it is the pick. Yeah, they were going for the Magic's pick, so that is the number 1 overall pick. I declined the trade, and let's go ahead and get our man, Emmanuel Mudiay. They say to go for him, but they said he's injured, and I believe they said he had an injured knee, so I'm not going to go for him. I'm going to go for Emmanuel Mudiay, the number 1 consensus 1st overall pick, especially since Draft Express and 2K both rank them at number 1. So I'm going to go with him. 6'5" point guard is going to be a beast for us. We get Emmanuel Mudiay. And let's go ahead and skip to the next picks. As you see, Kelly Osborne going 2nd overall. Emmanuel Mudiay getting almost a trade offer right away. Brandon Jennings, I'm going to have to decline that one. Brandon Jennings is not better than Emmanuel Mudiay at this time. So, as you see, the Pistons make a different move. They end up getting the 5th overall pick and Ed Davis. Good trade for them. And I feel like it's going to be a good move for them. But wow, right away, another trade. Nick Young. And this is kind of crazy. I've never seen this many trades in a thing there. But Portland getting Jahlil Okafor to put next to LaMarcus Aldridge. Big move there, and I feel like it's a good fit next to each other. Cliff Alexander going 4th rather. Frank Kaminsky, that was my guy, hoping to get him, but he falls to 5th. And Nick Stauskas getting an offer here. So I'm going to negotiate this one because although Nick Stauskas is very good, I have Ben McLemore, and I feel like he could be good for me. So let me just make sure it's a 2015 pick, and let's go ahead and go for it. So we get another top 5 pick here, and let's see if we can get somebody, Let's go ahead and sort this out. The 5th overall pick, Terry Rozier. I'm not going to go for him. I just drafted a point guard. So Karl Towns is on board here. He's 6'9", power forward with 7'1" wingspan. I can also go for Bobby Portis, but I feel like I can get him with my 10th overall pick. So I'm going to go for Karl Towns for now, and maybe I'll draft both of them. We'll have to see. We end up getting Karl Towns, 7th overall. And maybe if we get a trade offer, maybe I'll trade away the 10th overall pick. But we are on the clock once again. And let's go ahead and rank this here. So, again, Bobby Portis is available, and he is huge. I feel like he could be a good big man off the bench early on, and then eventually, look at this guy, 7 feet tall, 7'4" wingspan. This guy is huge, and although he doesn't have the same wingspan as Miles Turner, I feel like he can just be a better player. But let's go ahead and check a few things here. He is projected very highly on a lot of boards, and so we're gonna go for it. You know what? We're just gonna go for it here. He is good inside, mid-range not the best, but Miles Turner can't. He's a complete F on the mid-range. So I'm gonna go for somebody like Bobby Portis. I feel like he could be a good fit for me. We end up getting a huge power forward who can be basically a center. He's 294 pounds. I see him playing the center spot for me. But anyways, let's go ahead and skip to the end of the draft here. We're just gonna have to wait for the game to simulate. I'm gonna skip this part of the video, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Right, I'm back here with my MyLeague mode. Unfortunately, the draft takes a long time to simulate through this year. It used to be like you press the start button and you press X and it's automatically done for you. This year you actually have to see which pick goes where. So it took me a little while, but I'm back now, and let's go ahead and see our picks. So we're gonna have to pay Emmanuel Mudiay first overall big money, but that's alright. I feel like he's gonna be the star of the team. Again, I got Karl Towns and Bobby Portis, two big men, but I feel like both of them can grow together and become very good, and a very good tandem. As you see, Karl Towns already has 18 badges, Bobby Portis has 7, so Bobby Portis definitely needs to grow a little bit more, even though he is older. But all these guys are 79, 78, or 77 and 79 overall, so these guys are ready to go and ready to play in the NBA. So let's go ahead and go to free agency now. Now, I don't think I have too many rooms, but as you see, Derek Williams is willing to sign, but I want to make sure I have, okay, see, I have 8 out of 13 players that I can play, and I need a small forward, so I'm going to go ahead and accept this deal just to bring in a small forward, at least a backup one, and then we'll see who he can pull off in free agency. So Kevin Love, wow, he's available on the market right now, but I'm not going to go for him. I feel like that is very unrealistic. How much money does Rudy Gay want? So he's got a fair contract offer here, but he does not have the badges that I'm looking for. So let's see. Just looking through, we definitely need a small forward. Let's see who the best available small forwards are. Tobias Harris and Wilson Chandler, but I'm gonna have, actually, Tobias Harris is a restricted free agent, so I can match at any time, so I'm not worried about that. But I would love to get Gerald Green if I can, but at the same time, Draymond Green would not be bad off the bench, because his perimeter defense and his outside shot just makes him a big player for me. So let's go ahead and try and think this over here. Draymond Green can, that's weird, they have him as a second position power forward even though he's 6'7". So oh, Draymond Green's restricted, so I'm gonna go for the Gerald Green here, try and get the dunking monster on the team, get a third small forward to help us out. Advance a day. Brandon Wright has declined his offer. Gerald Green has come aboard the team, and so we need a new power forward, but at the same time we just picked up 2, so let's just go ahead and get a big man here, and then we'll go from there. So I feel like Robin Lopez would be a good backup big, but at the same time Brandon Wright is still available along with Andre Bloch. So I'm gonna go and try and get Brandon Wright, or now, you know what, I need a legit center, so I'm gonna go for Robin Lopez just to have him off the bench. He's demanding a lot of money, but I guess he's a big man, so you gotta offer him big man money. So I'll advance one day and see if he goes for it, and he does. So that'll bring our totals to 1 center, 2 power forwards. What happened to DeMarcus? Is DeMarcus still on the team? Oh yeah, he's a power forward. Let me just double check here. Okay, he's a center. Okay, so I guess the numbers didn't count towards Robin Lopez joining the team yet. Just had to double check that because that scared me for a second. I was worried that we somehow lost DeMarcus Cousins, which would be kind of crazy. So just checking what the team needs are. I feel like we need a good shooting guard off the bench. And I feel like I want to go balls to the walls for Iman Shumpert. He's one of my favorite players in the league. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him a bigger contract here. Get him some money and offer it to him. But let's see if he goes for it. Tobias Harris is prepared to accept an offer from the Magic. We have a chance to match. We can either go for Iman Shumpert here or Tobias Harris. So that's a big contract, but I'm willing to match because I feel like he can be team, a big player for this team. And I don't have unfortunately, enough money to sign Iman Shumpert. So we end up matching. And let's go ahead and see what we can offer Iman Shumpert at this point. So we're going to go ahead and lower this, but we're going to try and incentivize the deal by bringing it under the cap for me, but at the same time making it less years first off, and then adding a player option to it. And oh man, I can't add a no trade clause. So we're going to go ahead and try and make it as good as possible. That is the best possible contract I can offer Iman. He's probably not going to take it. As you see, he declines. And that's unfortunate because I was hoping to pick him up. But no big deal. We're just going to go ahead and look down the line and see who else we can pick up. I would love to get Marco Bellinelli. He's a good three-point shooter. Would not mind having him off the bench. So let's go ahead and offer him a contract and advance to the next day. Iman declined. We knew that. So we get Marco Bellinelli to round out the team and use the rest of the cap space. So we're going to have 3 power point guards, 3 shooting guards, 3 small forwards, 2 power forwards, and 2 centers. Not a bad mix. You know, I feel like we can add a big man for cheap, for the minimum if we need one, if they get injured. So go ahead and let's go ahead and advance through this. Just skip right through free agency. We got the 13 guys. We can add, I think, 3 more guys, the league rule is. So like I said, maybe we'll go ahead and see who's left over after free agency and pick up a big man just to have in case somebody gets injured. So player progression here. Let's see how everyone's improved. DeMarcus Cousins improved by 3 overalls. Ben McLemore by 7 overalls. He is looking good right now. And then Tobias Harris with 3 improvement, and I'm glad to bring him back to the team. Let's go ahead and check out Emmanuel Mudiay, looking good in that Sonics #1 jersey. He's prepared to be a star on this team. Bobby Portis looking good in his number 32. And again, Karl Towns, the young power forward, looking good off the bench wearing number 44. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the off season, but I'm going to definitely send a couple of these guys to shooting camp, but I feel like that's unnecessary to show in the video. This is already an extremely long video, but I just wanted to show you the details and my thought process through the off season. And the next video will be a gameplay video of the Seattle Supersonics. And I'm very excited to bring that one to you guys. Hopefully we can get a W. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this episode of My League Mode. See you later, Spark Nation. Rare Spark out.